my name is Kylie and I am from Kylie Love Coaching. I am here to help you make love as easy as ABC. I'm here for all your love, dating and relationship needs. So today we're talking about being 30 and single. But the 30 in this video is irrelevant because you could be 25, 37, 40, 52, 67, 69, 80, 90, I could go on. It doesn't matter what age you are, but if you find yourself single and you were not expecting to be, then this video is for you. Now remember, if you like my content, please subscribe, like, leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Let's get into it. So last year I turned 30. And leading up to turning 30, I felt a bit all over the place about it. I was like, this is a brand new decade and it felt huge. But I chose to go in to my 30s being fully single. Like, I mean, a single Pringle. I wasn't in any talking or dating stages. It was fully just me. And it felt really empowering. It felt empowering because I was owning it. Growing up, I was like a child that was very much like, I do not want to be defined by a relationship that I'm in or the fact that I'm married and who I'm married to. I'm a person in my own right, and it is no worse being single than it is being in a relationship. And that's the biggest thing. Like, you have not failed if you are single, because being single or being in a relationship are on equal playing fields. Neither one is worse or better than the other. They are simply different phases of life. And I do value relationships. I think they are beautiful. But I also equally value singleness because I think it is such an incredible stage of life where you get to really discover yourself, discover what you want to do and how you want to be in the world. And it's honestly invaluable. And I'm making this video because I want you to not see yourself through this negative failure or looking down on yourself because you are single. Because I'm not looking down on you. I think it is incredible that you are in a single phase. And it is just a phase, unless you choose for it to be a stage of your life that keeps continuing. It can just be a phase, and it really is a beautiful phase. And I want you to know that you are in control of how you play out your status. And what I mean by that is you get to decide when and if you get in a relationship, if and when you have kids, if and when you get married, if and when you move in with someone. Everything gets to be played out on your terms, not on the expectations of society, not what other people tell you should be doing. Your life is not a tick box. It's not simply you waking up each day, getting another societal box ticked, because that's not going to fulfill you. That's not going to bring you joy. What is, it's doing things the way you want to do it. And knowing there really is no timeline. Like, yes, I'm 30 and single, but life could change next year, the year after. But I'm in control of that. And I am no worse off being single. Actually, there's a lot of things that I have been able to do from being single that I may not have done if I was married. And I want to change the game. Especially in like Asian communities where singleness is looked down on and where you're pressured into getting married. Because that's someone else's expectations on my life. It's not my expectations. And at the end of the day, this is my life to lead and live. Life is so freeing when you do it on your terms and doing it how you want to live. Honestly, it can be a game changer. And I know that doesn't take away the pressures, other people's expectations and how they see you. But you need to remember that this is your life you're living, not their life. And if you want to be in a relationship, if you want to have that marriage, then absolutely go for it. But don't do it because other people expect you to or because you feel the pressure to. Only do it because it's what you want and you're ready for. Because otherwise you'll start resenting all those people that pressured and put you in that situation where you then did something you didn't want to do. And they're not going to be there to pick up the pieces if it doesn't work out or something happens. You are. And that's why it's so important that you make the decisions. And looking back, I absolutely could have been married by now. But am I glad I'm not? 100%. And I feel so proud of myself entering my 30s, being like, yeah, I'm single. And what? My top 3 tips for embracing your singleness is, number 1, really identifying if this is what you want from life. And if it is, then just being really compassionate with yourself and being kind to yourself, being like, I want to be single right now. I am completely happy with my singleness. And then embracing it. Number 2, don't compare your singleness to someone else's relationship status, because you being single is right for you right now and someone else in a relationship is right for them. But just because you're in the same age or you're in the same friendship group doesn't mean you should be on the same path in life. You have a completely different life, which is so exciting. And like I said, it's not a tick box. It's not a series of milestones that you need to reach by a certain age. So, don't compare where you're at. And number 3, reevaluate. You might decide that for the next few months you want to be single. And then when those few months go by, decide what you want next. But do it all on your terms. You can be single at any age and it is okay. It doesn't mean you failed, it doesn't mean there's something wrong with you, and it doesn't mean that you are missing out in life. And remember, just because people around you are in relationships or people your age are settling down and getting married, it doesn't mean that there might be a time, it doesn't mean that there might not be a time where they find themselves single again. So, embrace the singleness for while you're in it. If you liked my video, please like, share, subscribe, and comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And until next time, own your singleness.